Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Adam RPG with me, Bring It On. So off camera during my sound test, I attacked this woman, and in the combat log she's labeled as a female warrior. I don't know if it means anything, but it was interesting. Alright, let's talk to her. A young blue-eyed woman greets you with a nod and a friendly smile. She adjusts the gun in her grip, but it's not an aggressive gesture. I'm glad to see you. You're one of the very few nice people I've seen around here. Nice to hear. You mentioned you're waiting for a merchant. Why? The girl pats a small leather purse at her belt with a worried look on her face. There are 20 cartridges in here. When they run out, what then? There will be another raid. I know it. Stepa Balagan and his cutthroats have been silent too long. They must be preparing something nasty. I need at least 20 handfuls of gunpowder. I've been saving up for quite a while, but in the month since I placed my order, the merchant hasn't come. I'll give this money to you if you return with the gunpowder before he does. I even add a small bonus on top. Deal? 20 handfuls, you say? Why not? I'll find the gunpowder for you and bring it here. The girl smiles happily, but quickly conceals her smile with indifference. Bring the gunpowder, get the money. Is there anything else, or are you leaving? Let's see, about the gunpowder I promised to bring you. What about it? I'm in the process. I'll sort it out soon. And let's change the subject. As you wish. I'm in no hurry. Although I have a couple questions. The girl frowns and adjusts her impressive-looking gun belt. This depends on what you're interested in. It's been boring as heck recently. I wouldn't mind a nice chat. That doesn't mean I want to talk about bullcrap. Who are you? The girl fixes her gun belt, or her gun, to her belt and nods at you. My name's Elenka. Where I come from, and what for is the big boss up in the clouds to know? Where I come from and what for is for the big boss. Okay. Trying to read that out loud, but at first it didn't make sense. This isn't my real family. I just live with them. I protect them from raids, usually alone. More out of habit than love at this point. What's your name? It's simple. I'm... what is it? Donnie. Glad to meet you, Donnie. Likewise. Likewise. I have a couple of questions. What else do you want to know? What are you doing here? Well... The girl strokes her weather-beaten gun tenderly. I had the civil defense of this poverty-stricken farm. This family supported me ever since I was orphaned, under circumstances that remain a mystery. In return, I helped them rebuff the attacks. I have no idea where I learned how to shoot. It seems as if I was born with this thing in my hands. The young fighter pats her improvised gun again, like it was their favorite pet. Because of me, they don't show their noses much around here. Most of the local gangs have decided it's not worth the effort. This family has almost nothing to take. Anyone who tries is going to lose at least 1 or 2 men before they get to me. The only one who still gives me trouble is Stepa Balagan, but I sort of understand him. His elder brother was sent to the sky, literally and figuratively, after tripping one of my mines. That calls for revenge. If you can pay, I might know a way to make this Stepa lie low, as in 6 feet under low. The girl shakes her head. No. I will tolerate no interference in this matter. You think Stepa is broke? If he wanted, he could hire a gang to shell our farm with grenades, or a sniper to silence me. But he doesn't because he wants to deal with me himself, in person. When he comes out of his hole, I'll be more than happy to have a little chat with him. The girl checks her weapon's load. Her smile clearly and unambiguously says that for all your enthusiasm, you'd be a fifth wheel in that conversation. Alright, sorry for bringing it up. Let's talk about something else, okay? What else do you want to know? Tell me about your farm. It's just what it looks like. A hole. It's only thanks to someone's stubbornness that we haven't set out for Krasno as refugees. The girl casts a sidelong look at the house. Although it makes some kind of sense. The house is lopsided. We have gangsters pestering us. You have to ride for days to get supplies, or help or anything else. Yet this land belongs to us. And that means something. You might be right. I have another question. What are the locals talking about? The locals? Well, the men complain that their wives don't let them drink as much as they want. The women are looking for adventures. If you're interested in rumors, I know one from a merchant who got lost on his way here. There was a gang laying in ambush for a merchant or small caravan near a camp of the local thugs. What they saw instead was a man dressed oddly for the weather, in a wide-brimmed hat, wool coat, and thick gloves. And behind him, he was pulling a coffin by a length of twine. The gangsters came out of cover and demanded he explain what was going on. The merchant said he was going to bury a friend. They didn't believe him. I bet that box is stuffed with goods, they said. Open it. He shrugged, walked around the coffin, and raised the lid. Inside was a pre-war Maxim gun. It was fully restored and functioning, with a bipod and 200 cartridge belt. The bad guys were rooted to the spot, long enough to accommodate about 50 rounds from the Maxim. He took the entire gang down with one burst, all except one guy, whom he ordered to tell this story to the Wastelanders. Running across a funeral procession is said to bring bad luck, and that was a particularly bad streak of luck for them, I'd say. Anything else? So about something else? Alright, I'll have to run. See you later. Alright, so we got a quest that we're not going to complete anytime soon. Laborer's Calendar 1, a recipe. Laborer's Calendar, May 2nd, 2003. Today is the 122nd day of the year, leaving only 243 days until the next cycle. It's the name day of Anton, Victor, Georgi, Dmitri, Ivan, Pafnuti, Semyon, and Tryphon. But this day in history. This day in 1930 marked the founding of the Gorkov Automotive Factory. Now all of us have a modified armored Gaz-66 truck, with a machine gun mount standing outside our house. Every single one of us can say a few good words about this magnificent vehicle. A full calendar is called today the Day of Ivan the Windplower. It's considered a good day for plowing the field and weaving, and also making a wooden crossbow for some reason. Ivan the Windplower will make your quarrels hit the mark. I'll take a custom-made crossbow, attach a scrap metal bow, use rope to fashion a string, and fix it in place with some scarf. Or so the legends say. The Laborer's Calendar is an independent, non-profit venture by the Beat Rucha National Park Committee. If you enjoy reading our publication, please consider sending a donation with a sober, trustworthy mailman to me, Comrade Magnitsky, or to the Pitchkins, a drinking house, where I can be found most days. Plastic ring. A ring made out of plastic. It doesn't look like it much. You have a feeling you should keep it. I don't remember that. There's another quest item here, I thought, but not that one. Yeah, the Atom Pass is the important one. The weathered old passport of an Atom member, just like yours. This one is signed Belis Anatoly Pavlovich. You should hold on to this memorabilia. A sad-looking gray-haired man with eyelids heavy from exhaustion or alcohol claps you on the shoulder. Hello, hello. What's brought you here? Something good, I can tell, or my little terrorist would have made a big hole in you. Actually, I just want to see the local folk. I can ask a couple of questions. Fire away. Ask your questions. Who are you? I'm Bronislav Kukovsky, a farmer and a father of a family. A bit of this, a bit of that. And you? What's your name? People call me Donnie. The man clears his throat, swallows, and shakes your hand. Nice to meet you, Donnie. So nice. Yeah. Can I ask another question? What is it? What do you do here? Farm the land. The land is so demanding. They all are. The land and my wife. The man heaves a sad sigh and lowers his eyes. While there is still enough energy in me to satisfy my land, when it comes to my wife, for many winters now, it's been a disaster. Don't know why I'm telling you all this, really, but this is what it's like. This is deplorable. Can I ask another question? How is it, or what is this farm? If you ask me, it has no name. It's just a house, a camp, something like that. But people call it Safe Journey Farm. God knows why. Apparently we're very nice people. That's why. Most probably. Okay, can I ask another question? Have you heard anything interesting lately? I have no time for rumors. I keep thinking about Africa. Africa, that's right. It's never been bombed, right? Did it just immediately become day? That was weird. Let's see. It's never been bombed, right? I'm not sure, but I have a feeling they haven't suffered as much as we did. They might not have experienced any of it at all. Maybe we should all settle there. What a crazy idea. Okay, can I ask another question? Let's change the subject. If you want, what do you want to know? The girl at the gate said you needed a merchant here. The man croaks angrily and casts a side look in the direction where you parted with his elder daughter. Always so attentive to everyone's need. I feel ashamed next to this. But this is the occasion where she's wrong. I don't need a merchant anymore. I wanted to buy new ways and then dug up a motorcycle trailer in the garden. I can sell ways myself now. Who I do need now, though, is a... what do you call them? A private detective. Yes. Can you imagine? A detective? Really? What for? Well, you know, the man looks around uncomfortably and shivers. A detective or a psychiatrist, so... The man continues in a loud whisper. People say there's a guy walking around these lands who introduces himself as Korolov the tourist. But he's no tourist, you understand? He's not interested in our cities and villages. And what's remained of our architecture is all the same to him. What he pays attention to is our women. You got me? People say he's convinced at least 30 women in Krasno alone for some horizontal mambo. I'm afraid he might have seduced my wife. I'm not always home. Sometimes I cross the border to visit my family, or I spend the night fishing, and she's here alone. I try to understand me, friend. We've been having it roughly already. Now she's cheated on me with this Korolov. I have to know. As for checking, it's easy. This bloody Casanova gives a plastic ring to every woman he's seduced, as a keepsake. So if you could rummage through her things and find the ring, it would all be clear as day. Could you do this for me? No problem. Of course I will. Thank you. Put my soul at ease. Well, I have the plastic ring. I'm going to talk to her before I give it to him. I better go and work on it. See you later. A gray-haired, inebriated man greets you with a gesture that looks like an attempt to hug the air around him. Heyo, and what's brought you here this time? What's this card? Show your Adam card. The man squints and examines the card. I found it, with Elenka, our foster daughter. This is all I know, and I don't want to continue this conversation. At all. Next time, maybe. Well, fine. I didn't explore this, did I? In front of you stands a small, slim girl in a light summer dress. Even though you're certain she's at least 18, you notice some of the teenage features in her frame. Her body is thin and sort of lanky. Her knees are bruised. She's awkward. Natural blush never leaves her cheeks, and her eyes are full of mischief. All of which proves you see a teenager, and not a grown-up woman. Hi, where are you from? Do I want to hit on her? It says she looks like a teenager. You know what? For experience. From Earth, and this must be paradise, for I see an angel in front of me. For a couple of seconds, the girl looks at you with an unfathomable expression on her face, before she bursts into loud laughter. Ha ha ha, are you a complete idiot, uncle? I thought you were a wandering warrior or something, and here you are, making passes. Ha, passes? Is there anyone to make passes on? The girl turns pale and clenches her fists. Screw you, you idiot. Relax, I was just joking. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Stick them up your butt. The offended girl turns abruptly, pretends she's going to walk away, but at the last moment she turns back. A shy smile plays on her lips. Well, okay, but there won't be anything interesting this time. Don't even think of saying something rude to me. I know where to hit a man to hurt him. The woman at the gate mentioned you all needed a merchant here. The girl listens to you angrily. She's being a moron again. What do I care if he comes or not? As if I had money. I'm just a child. The last word seems to be especially hard for the girl. Maybe she's heard me complaining that there's no one even to talk to in this hole. You come from the big world, right? Tell me, how is it? Same as here. Fighting for survival, hunger, poverty. You're lying. There are tears swelling in the girl's eyes. It can't be just as boring everywhere. It just can't. Well, I know what I'm talking about. I've been there. I'll forget it. Let's talk about something else and call it a day. I think she wants to hear the first option, but I'm not. Yeah, whatever. Okay, answer a couple of my questions. The girl demonstratively rolls her eyes. What's your name? Ella. The girl manages to utter, with a visible difficulty. By the way you've just said it, I could think it was the first time you pronounced your name. What's wrong? You can tell me. The girl shivers and blushes after your comment. Well, the thing is, it's not my real name. Ella's what we thought of with my dad, and my real name is Electra. The girl turns her embarrassed face away from you and mumbles the next phrase under her breath. It's a name for an imbecile. Mum found it in some old book. I hate her. Life is hard as it is without this idiotic name. I think Electra is a very beautiful name. So elegant and original. The girl muses over your words for a second, and then smiles. Maybe. I've never thought of it this way. Electra. Electra. It's like electricity. Like a lightning. Mom and Dad are so scared of it at night. I like it. Sounds good. I think I'll keep calling myself Ella for now. I'm used to it, and it doesn't freak people out. Isn't it cool? I have a couple more questions. What do you do here? Nothing. The girl lowers her eyes. Wait until I become a disgusting old crone like my mum. Or a party crasher like Elenka. Gloomy perspective. Okay, I have another question. Right, fire away. Tell me about this place. The most boring place on Earth. The place I ran away from one day. Such a dumpster. The girl frowns, pretending to muse. I think I've mentioned all. Interesting. I have another question. Have you heard anything interesting recently? Are you kidding? Interesting? Here? Well, I don't know. If you consider mutants, gangsters, and spikes interesting. Got it. I have another question. Let's change the subject. Alright, let's talk to the mom. In front of you, there's a woman in her 40s in a small calico dress and heeled shoes, which look a bit out of context in the place where even roads are for the most part made of dirt. Utterly surprised, you even see makeup on her face, which is indeed a rare sight in the wasteland. Oh, welcome to our farm. Who are you? The girl at the gate mentioned you needed a merchant. The woman sighs deeply. Since sand plague spread across our fields, our cattle felt very bad. We need casperamide badly. Well, that's spelled casperamide. It's a human medication. The people say it helps animals too. 5 packs at least. If you help us, I'll be extremely grateful, young man. Have money to pay, and of course, a little extra for your effort. As strange as it may seem, I happen to have the pills on me. Oh, this is good news. Here's the money I saved up for this. Let me have a look at the goods. The woman examines the casperamide you've brought. Make sure it is quality stuff and takes it. Then she transfers you the money that by far covers your expenses. It looks wonderful. Thank you so much. I just need to use this magical substance wisely, and no pestilence will threaten my cattle. I'm glad to be of service. Can we change the subject now? Okay, young man. What do you want to talk about? Can I ask a couple questions, just to know you better? Sure. Ask, young man. How should I call you? My name is Yana. Don't introduce yourself. I have a bad memory for names anyway. Okay, I have another question. Speak. What do you do here? Oh, young man, nothing of any interest. For the most part, I look after dumb ingratitude beasts. Or ungrateful beasts. And cattle too, of course. Sounds like a tough job. Another question. What is this place? This place used to be a part of my parents' country house. Now it's our permanent residence. Dark, distant, boring, and dangerous. But it's home, as we know it. Home sweet home indeed. Another question. Heard any good rumors? Rumors? Well, a stalker I know mentioned that the band the Singing Earthlings, that I loved as a child, survived the war. They disbanded, but their leader, Pobshabiakin, is planning to unite the performers again. If they had a tour with Atomic Love Gurus. I wish I had a ticket too. Another question. Let's change the subject. I know your secret. Show her a plastic ring. The woman casts a short glance at the ring and shrugs, unperturbed. Is it my jackass husband who sent you? What do you want? A ransom for your silence, young man? Of course, I think 100 rubles will be enough. The woman smiles tenderly at you, as if you were not shamefacedly blackmailing her. I'll pay you, young man, only because this trinket has become special to me as time passed, and because you're cute, I guess. My dear husband will soon learn about what I did anyway. You think I'm afraid of saying it to his face? You can't even imagine how reckless and unhappy marriage can make a person. The woman pushes a small bundle of money in your hand and takes the ring. Let's leave it at that, okay? Okay, let's change the subject. I wonder if we can still tell him about that and get some more experience. Nope, you have to have the ring. Well, shoot. So bars, get out of the way. So I keep messing up all my relationships with these women, which means I'm missing out on a fair bit of experience. The worst part is I know what they want to say, but I don't know. It felt weird because they specifically describe her as looking like a teenager. It's like I don't want to do that. So I got the experience that I could, and dipped out. So I don't know if we can go in this shed. It looks like. Alright, so I think that's everything we can do here. We need to bring gunpowder back for her. I thought they'd give us a quest to take care of the wolves, but I've already taken care of it, so I don't think that, I might be getting this area mixed up with another location for the wolf quest. Oh no! No, one of the A-team members gives you the quest for the wolves. Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else here to do. We can show her the Atom Pass. Or maybe I can't. Maybe I failed a skill check there. In front of you stands a woman in her 40s. She doesn't seem to notice you for a while, and continues talking to herself. A conversation that seems to have started quite some time ago. Suddenly the woman notices you, turns, smooths her hair and smiles friendly. Oh, you again. What do you want to talk about now, young man? Well, shoot. So I failed that skill check. That means, because she could be recruited to Atom, or to the Red Fighter. But maybe it's not until after you finish your quest? I don't remember. So if I remember right, there's only 3 NPCs, well, technically 4 NPCs you can recruit to the to Red Fighter. Her being one of them, Dunya and Sasha from the Abandoned Factory, and then one more NPC that we haven't run across yet. You know, I'm gonna rest up real fast. Or heal up. Alright, welcome to Bunker 317. so we are irradiated. It's fine, we'll read that in a second. Clear this out before we die of radiation. I think that was everything. Oh nope, skeleton over there. What? No, loot. I think which one would be best to take. Which ones I should save. This gives me luck and strength. And alcoholism. Jeez Louise. I should have just taken the, that. I'm still radiated. Does it even do anything anymore? It's not. Son of a gun. I kind of want to reload my autosave. Because that was... I thought the alcohol was going to be able to fix my radiation there, but it's not. So I don't want alcoholism. For no reason. Alright, cool. So we'll just take that. Alright, let's read the journal we just found, or diary, whatever it's called. Hey, we never read this. The postman gave us this this note. For Chudograd's Gourmets, what made your Kirill Arkadievich so angry last week? He's gone berserk today during the badminton game with chicken barbecue, so we had to dispose of 3 portions. The man clearly has a talent. Pity he doesn't allowed to record the games. Well, anyway, how are other gourmets doing? Hope they're not too hungry. Wouldn't want them to lose weight. But unfortunately, aforementioned Kirill Arkadievich has finished our supplies. We promised the latest batch, delivered to us on the 13th, to the local gourmets. The next batch after this will include several fresh chickens and young lambs for barbecue. So that's it, Trudograd. No offers yet, but in a week, I assume kitchens will be taking orders again. Kurdyav. Alright, personal diary of who? Ivan Lenin. 1986. I started my personal journal. My name is Ivan Lenin, for which I should be thankful to my grandfather, who changed his surname in 1920. Today, Colonel Malishev made me the deputy of Junior Colonel Epstein, and we're moving out for a scouting mission on the surface. I'm pretty happy about this, as it means I'm not the only one who started hearing scratching noises and grinding sounds from behind our walls. We're all probably going slightly nuts from the isolation. Some of the scientists, on the other hand, believe that the source of the sounds is different. They think it's the results of the experiments that were implemented here. They're knocking to be let in. We went on the first floor of the bunker, and were met by Senior Attendant Artemyev. Told us that his partner on the job, Petrov, has gone crazy. Ran around the bunker, threatening to kill everyone. Artemyev and Private Sidorov locked him up in the maintenance room. The code 4316. Pavel Marketyan went to check up on him. When Petrov saw him, he started yelling that he's seeing a dead man. Started accusing Pavel of being a body double of the original Pavel who allegedly died. Left him food and are now trying to forget about him for a time. Artemyev and Sidorov wanted to join us. Epstein agreed, and we all moved out together. Things seemed pretty normal outside, but I had mixed feelings about the surroundings nonetheless. Clouds look menacing, seem to be too close to the ground. Everything is flooded to the east of the entrance. And the main thing, you can't hear any animals. Neither birds nor beasts, if I say so myself. It's quiet, and it's scary. We found the helicopter where it's supposed to have been standing, and it looks well preserved. Even though Artemyev said that judging by his weather charts, More than 30 acid rainfalls have passed since moment X. Because of that, he believes that the helicopter is now irradiated, and any attempts to use it would be deadly. What a coward. Colonel Epstein decided we should split up. Myself, Pavel, Markartian, Starkov, and Harasinovich will be staying near this entrance and trying to start up the helicopter. He and the rest will go to Krasno. Quite the mission, actually. I'm not too afraid of this alleged irradiation, despite all of Artemyev's complaining, but some fears I really do have. Everything just makes me mad lately. The darn bucket on tracks broke on the first floor. The helicopter broke too. Nothing is working properly anymore. What done is done. What is done is done. Epstein and the rest moved out. We four decided to rest near the entrance and start checking out the helicopter in the morning. We made a fire, pitched up some tents. Then Pavel suddenly became a little moody. He said. Yesterday. Well, it seems like yesterday. All our troubles seem so far away. But it sure as heck seems like they are here to stay. After these words, even I fell into a philosophical mood. Took out a cigarette and said, Imagine, guys. There are probably no more countries. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religions or ideologies, too. Nothing of the sort. Starkov looked at me funny then. I pointed it to our surroundings and said, it's too late to quit drinking when your liver already collapsed. A bold statement in our situation. Now then, a new day and a new day's labor. We're starting the birds checkup today. Like some people say, Gagarin went to space, and no radiation even from up there. Radiation sickness, radiation poisoning. A load of bull if you ask me. Well, there might be more to it than he thought. Alright, I think we'll call the episode here. In the next one, we'll explore the outside of Bunker 317. If I'm not mistaken, there should be... Yep, there they are. Some fine gentlemen down here. Yeah, we'll do it that next time. We'll see if we can't get into Bunker 317 after exploring the outskirts. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode.